The dust not quite settling yet as far as the local races are concerned. We do have the primary under our belt, however, and joining us this morning is the leading vote getter in the probate judges race in Talladega County, Randy Jinks. Randy, good morning and good job yesterday,
Thank you,
man.
sir. It was a horse race.
It was. Jinks with 2,424 votes. And Jackie Swinford with 2,176 votes, and Mark Nelson with 2,014 votes. Jinks with 33.45% of the vote. There'll be a runoff between Jinks and Swinford on July the 17th. It's never ending, is it, man?
Well, it's like a tournament. You just qualify for the next round.
Yeah. Your feelings going into last night's vote?
Well, I had told people I didn't think anybody would bust 40%. My hopes was to get around 36% and lead and get in a runoff. We got 33, we led, we got in a runoff. So I missed it a couple of points, but you know, I was real pleased, and just want to thank the people from the Sylacauga and the Chillsbury area for the South End for the great vote we got. I told my people it would be good to start off with, but we'd rally back as the South End total come in, and we were listening to the county. Website, we were watching the county website, and we were running like third on the north end of the county. Fox 6 undoubtedly picked up on the Sylacauga box first and reported it and had us at 65%. So I guess it's better to watch your numbers. It's better to rally back than it is to watch 65% start fading away. But
you know, you got to be patient.
Oh yeah, you
when
just gotta
numbers
wait.
like that begin to come in, because you can jump too quick, and I've seen people declare victories and they end up losing.
Well, when I ran in '86, and I know it's been a long time, but this election primary was a mirror image of the way the votes were that night. That night we run third, and then when the South End come in, we rallied back. And you know, this is the end of the county that knows me. It's the people that I've lived, worked, go to church with, and those are the kind of people that know you best. And we're just gonna get out and work hard, and we're gonna venture off into what I call enemy territory this next go round. I've already reached out to Chuck Roberts and to Mark Nelson. I left Mark a message last night, and that Mark didn't miss the, what was the total? Mark just missed the runoff by 50 votes.
He didn't miss it much. He had 2,014, and Swinford had 2,176. That's 30% to almost 28%.
So Mark may want them to recount, and I'm sure they probably will today. But I'm going to reach out to Mark. Mark is from all indications, from what I hear, is a fine man.
Judge up in North Talladega County, in the city of Talladega. Where were you at last night?
I was at the fellowship building at Winterburg Baptist Church. We took advantage of the fellowship hall there. We had about 30 people that come up, and we had hot dogs and potato chips and cake and water and Cokes.
Were you too nervous to eat?
No, Jimmy Dale, I was not nervous at all. I've told you Monday morning that I would be at peace with how this come out, and you know, when I come on your show back in February, I told you, I said, this is a calling, because I had no intentions in January of being involved in a political race. And during the course of the race, I had decided that the good Lord is either going to let me win, or he wants me to, I'm in it to have a say in who does win. So I just have to assume that the good Lord is thinking about winning now. So we made it to the next round.
What's next?
Next, raising some money. That's always a necessary evil. I'm going to start getting out immediately. We're going to pick up our signs. The highway department is cutting the highways. We're going to try to save as many signs as possible. Reaching out to the other two guys and reaching out to their supporters.
Have you talked with Swinford at all?
No, I hadn't talked to Jackie this morning. No, I'm going to the courthouse to get the tallies, the precinct tallies. Sometime. I just want to get around today into the coffee shops and thank everybody down here and let them know how much I appreciate. I mean, it's a very humbling experience. It's an experience to run for office, and when
more ways than one, right?
Oh, it is. It is, and to have people to believe in you enough to go out and give you that vote of confidence, it's just a very humbling experience. And if you talk about it much, you get emotional about it because it means a lot to me.
Usually, the leading vote getter in the primary, and if there's a runoff, they do pretty well in the runoff, but you have to keep working.
We won't slow down. I think we've got I think the people have a clear choice. I think if you looked at the paper Sunday and saw some of the people that support my opponent, you see the retired elected officials, the establishment, I call it the good old boy network sometimes. I'm not catering to those people. I'm not going to be beholden to anybody except those people watching and those people that go vote. I'm running as a Republican, but when I serve, I'll be independent. And I'm not running for a title. I'm not one of those just trying to further my career. I'm not in office now. I just want to serve the people and just let them know what a good job I can do. And I know I got big shoes to fill. Billy's done a great job, and I want to thank him for the job he's done all during his career. He's had a stellar career and done a great job for the people of this county. But I want everybody's. I'm going to try to get everybody's support. I want to ask everybody for their vote and their influence. But it's the people that I'm going to be representing, and it's the people that's going to elect me. And those are the people that I'm going to be reaching out to.
Late in the campaign, I saw this. Social media was really active. People were really active on social media. And there were some incidents where it got kind of ugly a little bit. How do you stay above the fray heading into July?
I want to talk about me. I want to talk about my career, my years of experience in public service at different levels, county, state, and federal. And I'm going to talk about that, and I'm going to talk about what my life's work shows people, and I think it shows people that I'm a person of character and integrity and honesty. We all have a past. Sometimes your past catches up with you. But I will not be venturing off into that. Social media seems to be doing a pretty good job, and I'm just going to stay away from that, and I'm going to take the high road and talk about Randy. And I think people want a full-time probate judge that's interested in being in that office, serving the people. I've said it before, I don't hunt, I don't fish, I don't golf. So you won't have to worry about me being on the golf course when I should be in a courtroom looking after the people's business.
And you said earlier, Monday, that you would like to keep as many people, if you're elected to the probate judge's office, like to keep those employees intact there.
I'll keep them all.
Yeah.
I'll be disappointed if any of them try to go anywhere, because it's all about providing a level of service for the people of this county. And the best way to do that is to keep those experienced people in place, especially Miss Patterson, the chief clerk. I've talked to her on more than one occasion, and she knows my feelings and how much I want her to stay. One thing that I want to try to expand on if I get elected is getting all the deeds in the county scanned and online so that realtors and attorneys and anybody that needs to research a deed can do it from their home computer. And right now the county, if you go in and do that kind of work, they charge you so much a copy. I'd like to see this all online, and maybe realtors or lawyers may pay a fee, and you issue them a username and a password, and they can just go in and research all that from their office or their home. And I think that will serve everybody. But that has started, but that process, I'd like to see that completed. So that's one thing. And we'll talk about some other things that I might want to do.
One thing that was different yesterday at the polling places was they were scanning. They used equipment that they hadn't used before.
How did you like that?
I like that.
I thought that was good. One thing about that, you're not going to vote unless you got that photo ID, and that's.
And I talked to two people yesterday that went to vote in Sylacauga that didn't have the photo ID. They were turned away.
Well, it's the law. You're going to cash a check. You're going to have to show some ID. If you're going to vote, you need to show ID. It's very important that our elections be fair, accurate, and honest, because, as I said the other day, fair elections is the cornerstone of our democracy, and that's just something we got to have.
I had someone ask me the other day, said, how do these political candidates know where all these signs are, because they're supposed to get them up?
Well, I've got I've sent 3 emails out today. We're trying to get up as many signs as possible. The highway department is starting to cut the right-of-ways, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm up against big money, and it's you know, when it comes to that part of it, it's a David versus Goliath. But we know who won that battle.
Yep.
But I've got my people out now, as many as can. And if anybody's listening, if you'll pull up one of my signs and give me a call, we'll come get it. We'll recover. That'd be $2.50 we saved.
There you go. You sleep well last night?
I did. I was up late. My phone died on me. I had to charge it up. I wanted to put some posts on my Facebook page last night and just let everybody know how humbled I was by the vote I got, especially on, well, every vote's important, but the south end of the county just really come through for us. And I just want to make sure that I got that thank you out just as soon as possible, because it's very important. And I mean, just humbling, you just don't realize how it makes you feel.
Well, you got a live studio audience this morning. Dawn over there brought donuts and
yes, Dawn, thank you. I didn't get to eat one yet, but I'm fixing to have a donut, and then I'm going to visit some more coffee shops. I'm already passing out cards to Jimmy Dale right here on there. Let me go ahead and give you my card and ask you for your consideration this next go around.
I wanted some more of that money you was passing out, remember?
You'll get some of it if I can find it, because I tell you what, I got more compliments off that digital sign. You know, we were one of the first candidates that went up on it.
That's right.
And that was a good suggestion that you gave me, and I appreciate that.
Those, the money cards that you handed out.
Those are great.
Yeah.
People, I had a lady at Chick-fil-A, she said, Randy, my daughter is passing out your cards at school. And I said, well, good. I said, where does she go to school? She said, Clay County Christian. I said, well, that's okay.
My grandson, Zach, thinks he's rich. He's got several of those over there.
Yeah, I had one little boy took it from his mother's hand and said, I put it in my piggy bank. But
Randy
people
Jinks.
will hang on to them.
There you go. Randy Jinks, who was a leading vote getter in the Talladega County Judge of Probate. Before we let you go, any surprises in other races locally or across the state?
I was, my race is virtually all we kept up with. I looked this morning, I know Miss Ivy won without a runoff.
Well.
And Walt won without a runoff.
Ron Johnson, very close race in District 33 with Robbins.
I'm going to tell you, Ben Robbins laid down some shoe leather.
He did.
You got to, if nothing else, you've got to respect the energy he put in his campaign. He reminded me of myself in 1986 when we ran countywide. He laid down some leather, and that was a tight race. But I'm going to try to get the printouts today and look at all of them. But, you know, I got to focus on this one and get out and see the people and let them know I'm going to be a full-time probate judge, and I'll be there if they need me. And somebody has a problem and needs a probate office, and I'm there, and they don't have transportation, we'll go to them. I'll get in the car, and we'll go out and see them and see what we can help them do. And we're going to be customer service-oriented office.
You may have to get you a new pair of shoes for the runoff.
I wore out one pair. The pair I got on now, the heels. I'm bad on wearing the heels out. I'm walking sort of sideways. But
Randy, thanks a lot for being with us.
Jimmy Dale, I appreciate you.
All right, man. We got more Daybreak just ahead.